I was talking to a friend of mine a couple of days ago, and I know he's been working on a project for a long time. I asked him, how's this thing going? He said to me, well, we're not ready yet. Then I reminded him that I've heard this very similar comment 3 months ago and a few months ago before that. And he said to me, no, we need to get everything right, you know. Everything has to be. And this made me think, perfectionism is very often one of the strongest ways to procrastinate. And it's very often subconscious. If we don't really want to go forward with something, perfectionism comes as a very handy excuse. Subconsciously, we bring up all these details that we have to deal with. We have to tweak something here, something there. We make demands on our team to go back and work on this part of the project. But even if it's on a smaller scale, when we try and do something in our private life and preparing for something, we set our standards so high that really what it means is that subconsciously we don't really want to go forward. And experience and history shows that sometimes the best way to perfect something is to actually start doing it and somehow make it up on the way. Of course, when it comes to matters of health and safety and security, and there's no risk involved, this has to be taken into consideration. But if it's a matter of getting every part of the project, of the idea, right before we start, it's very often unrealistic, and especially when it comes to things that we have never done before. So maybe the best way is to launch ourselves, having a bit of trust, make sure we have maybe a plan B or some mentors or people that can help us on the way. And we have to trust that by doing something we will be perfecting it. By raising our sleeves and really hands-on proceed with what has to be done, then we will face the problems, we will face the things that really need tweaking, and by making observations and being open to suggestion and to positive criticism, we will perfect whatever we do on the way. So when you catch yourself saying, well, I'm not ready yet, I'd have to get every detail right, just question, is it really what I mean, what I want to do? Do I need to make sure that every little detail is perfect? Or is it better to somehow start with a project and allow it to develop? And what comes to mind is Walt Disney, when he was thinking of creating the first Disneyland. He had a vision in his head, he was very passionate about it. And when friends and people he knew asked him, yeah, but what exactly is this Disneyland? What is it? What exactly is it going to be like? And he said, I don't know. It's big. It's got lights, music, and families and children laughing and people having a good time. Because that was the important thing for him. It was the vision. It was the big idea, and he had it in his head, clear. Maybe not every detail. Of course, later on he would have the architects, the designers, the technicians, putting every detail in place. But he was a leader, he was a pioneer. He had this vision. He was not micromanaging. He had to follow with the vision. Winning starts with beginning. Sometimes we just have to throw ourselves in and say, okay, let's go, let's do it. Thank you.